like a mentor. He said, Chris, back in the 60s when I started this company, there were over 25 companies that did something similar to what we do. Every single one of those businesses failed. We are the oldest land investment company in Southern California. This is why this business failed. This is why this business failed. This is why this, don't ever do this. And this is where these companies failed. We thrived. We built a $17 million business. This is how. Do you guys understand how invaluable these conversations were? First-hand experience from somebody that lived it and understood intimately details that you simply can't read about online. You guys understand this? Yeah. Sorry to tell you guys, 4 years ago, this past March, my business partner, he passed away. When I was at his funeral, at the repast, when the attorney came in and read his will, one of the things that was written in his will that were his last things that he wanted accomplished was, he wrote in there, Chris, you're like the son I never had. I mean, we're talking about like an older white Jewish guy, okay? He and I were like the same person. I was like a younger version of him. And this is like in front of his kids and his grandkids that are my age. Wow. And he left me a sizable portion and controlling interest in the company. Wow. Okay. So one thing that I love about his relationship that we had together is that we thought so much alike that I'm going to continue to share his legacy. His name will continue. His name is David Tepper. And I'm going to continue to run the business the exact same way he would have ran it. The point of these two stories that I just gave you is that I've had 2 mentors. Actually, I have 8 that I meet with regularly. That's the greatest decision I ever made. And I want you guys to take away some things from this. A lot of the investments that these very successful men make are very common sense. They're just not common knowledge. I'm going to share with you guys that knowledge. Would you guys like that?
Yes.
Yes? Very good. Before I do that, I want to share with you guys some other things. Everybody knows that there's value in real estate. Yes?
Yes.
That's right. Why? More millionaires have been created in real estate than in any other industry. But there's a problem. Everybody wants to buy the house and flip it. Flip that house. Everybody wants to buy the house and rent it. Everybody wants to buy the apartment building and rent it. Everybody wants the hotel. Everybody wants the shopping center. So everybody's fighting for the same one type of real estate. Developed real estate. And if everybody's fighting over the same type of real estate, drives up the cost, drives down the profit. Yes? Yep. How many people have been to an auction? Property comes on sale, that's $200,000, maybe worth $500,000, it gets bid all the way up to $480,000. You guys ever seen that before? California real estate investors are accustomed to paying 89 cents on the dollar after repair value. You guys understand that? People were paying $890,000 minimum to sell property for $1 million. No one was shocked in this room because you guys know this is true, correct? Yes? Okay. So I have a question for you guys. Who makes the most money in developed real estate? Is it the guy that's buying a house here and there and renting it out? No. How about the guy that's buying a house, fixing it up, and flipping it? Is he making the most in developed real estate? How about the guy that's buying the apartment building? Who?
So are you like comparing to Robert Kiyosaki versus Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump is like a developer, but with commercial buildings, and Robert's kind of like house flipping and rental properties. Is that a comparison?
Well, not that exact comparison, but you're right. The developer is the one that makes the most money in developed real estate. The guy that's building the apartment building that is later going to be bought by an investor and collect a small cash flow for a long period of time. The guy that built the apartment building, he just made millions of dollars like this. He's in and out. Millions. The guys that are building these massive high-rises in downtown LA, they're making millions, if not billions of dollars. Is that not correct? Who makes the most money in developed real estate? The developer. How about we get in between the developer and what they need? Is that common sense? Or not sometimes? Okay. I'll prove to you guys that this is common sense. You guys will know the answer to most of these questions? We'll figure this out together. All right, let's talk about Staples Center and LA Live. How many people here, by show of hands, have been to the Staples Center and LA Live? Raise your hand, please. Okay, so my hands have gone up. Is it cool?
Yes.
Is it amazing?
Yeah.
Absolutely, okay. Really, really cool development. This is where the Lakers play, Clippers play. They have the JW Marriott, the Ritz-Carlton. They have the Nokia Center, or Nokia Theater, which actually it's the Microsoft Theater now. Okay? Who built this? No one knows? AEG, you guys heard of it? They own more concert and event venues across the globe than any other company. Who owns AEG? Philip and Schultz. You guys got to know this stuff. Write it down. It's really important to know what the billionaires are doing. If you're not studying your billionaires, that's the easiest mentors you can get a hold of. Study these billionaires, how they made their fortune. Follow what they're doing. Common sense approaches, okay? Philip and Schultz, he owns this stuff. He also owns every single Regal cinema in the country. That's why there's a Regal at LA Live. Regal Cinema. You guys got it? Now, how much did it cost Philip to build this? Sir? 20 million, sir?
More than that.
More than that. Give me a number. 50 million. Someone else?
Probably cost him nothing.
Probably cost him nothing. Maybe.
He borrowed.
Maybe he borrowed the money. But how much did you have to borrow to build it? What was the cost of
I
development?
have no idea.
Somebody, give me a number.
Couple million.
A couple billion. There you go. Gentleman in the back. $2 billion. All right? Who was the mayor that announced this project? No one knows?
I don't know, I didn't hear the question.
Who was the mayor that announced this project? Mayor Reardon. You guys heard the name?
Yeah.
Okay. Reardon's, the family, after announcing this project, they started buying commercial land in downtown LA, or commercial parking lots. Sound like a smart idea? Does that sound like a smart idea? Yeah, of course,
Doesn't he own
right?
the pantry?
What's that?
Reardon owns the
The
pantry.
pantry, that's right.
That's right. He sure does. Wow, right? That's what, 1 block away from this?
Yeah, plus that's South Park, that's the place money's. Look-
Yeah, tons of money coming in. Okay, very good. $2 billion, all right? How much was a commercial parking lot, commercial zone land in downtown LA around 2000, 2005? Right when this project kicked off.
How much land? How much?
1 acre.
Okay, 1 acre.
1 acre, commercial land. Thank you for clarifying.
400,000.
400,000. Sir? No clue? Give a number. 800,000. Do I hear 899? Let's do the, ma'am,
Yes,
beautiful smile.
thank you.
What?
What would it
Was the
cost
cost?
in what year?
2000, 2005, right when this project was kicking off. Remember, downtown LA at this time was like a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
It was just business. 5 o'clock, ghost town. Everybody would go home from work.
750,000.
750,000, okay. Guys, you guys are all about right, okay? About $1 million an acre.
Yeah.
About $1 million an acre. They parked $2 billion in this neighborhood, building this stadium, building this LA Live. Fast forward 7 to 10 years later. What's the value for 1 acre of land in the area?
5.
5 million? Wow. In just 10 years? That's incredible. That's like making $1 million profit every 2 years,
Maybe,
right?
It may be even more.
Maybe even more. Someone else. Sir, how much? Sir in the back, you've been quiet. Just throw a number. 10 million, okay. 10 million. You buy something for $1 million, 10 years goes by, and you make $1 million every single year after you bought it. Does that sound reasonable? That's 1,000% return. That's 100% return every single year where you're doing nothing. No tennis, no toilets, no headache, no nothing at all. Bought it, did nothing whatsoever. And you make $1 million a year?
Sounds good to me.
Does that sound even possible? No, that doesn't. What do you think?
change everything. Now
Change
there's a lot
everything.
of buildings. It's
So-
probably 10 million.
Probably 10 million. Okay.
Easy.
Guys, you have got to study this stuff. 32 million. Not even close. Now guys, is this a function of Los Angeles? Do you know that land values perform this way in every single part of the world, including third world countries, when a massive catalyst comes into the area with government support, streets, curbs, gutters, zoning, mixed use, developers, and such?
Most of that financing for those projects was EB5.
Yes, EB5, that's right. To attract foreign investors to come in. That's correct. There's a lot of EB5 areas all throughout the state, correct?
Yeah, but
So-
most of it for the last probably 30 years downtown. I have clients down there right now that have small parcels, like twice the size of this room, that, you know, they won't take less than 6 million in the South Park.
That's right, in South Park. Teeny tiny little places. Okay, guys, what costs more in downtown LA right now? A big old building that you can buy, tear it down if you want, or renovate it if you want, or just an empty parking lot? What costs more right now?
Empty parking lot.
Why? This big building is there, because what?
You don't have to spend the money to knock the building down.
Man, you guys see that? Comment what?
There's so many sides.
Okay. Did you know that the land is actually more valuable than the buildings in downtown LA right now? Holy smokes. Okay. See, we've gone through this now. Let's go through another one. Did you know that right now the LA Rams is building a brand new stadium? It's the world's largest stadium. The LA Rams are going to play there. The LA Chargers are going to play there. The NFL are moving their corporate headquarters there. They're going to have an 8,000 seat theater aside from the stadium, kind of like the Microsoft Theater. They're going to have shopping, residences, lakes, retail, offices. This is under construction right now. If you go down there, you see the whole shape of it. The cranes are there. It is incredible. Did you guys know this is happening? Yes?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, okay. So this is going on. Who's building this?
Philip?
He can't get them all. Oh, by the way, guys, Philip Anschutz is the 26th largest landowner in America. So while he's building LA Live, and that's the glamour side of his business, all that profit he's reinvesting into what's going to really make him the money. Who's building this, guys? Stan Kroenke. He owns 4 professional sports teams. Where did he get the land to build this? He got the land from his wife, a Walton.
Oh.
How long did the Waltons own the land? A couple decades. How many people here own commercial land in high growth areas? You guys should. The billionaires do it all the time. And it's really affordable to do it. That's really where they get all their wealth from. Okay? What are the land values today in the city of Inglewood, city of champions? What are the land values right now for 1 acre of land zoned commercial? Million? Okay. Guys, help me out.
Well, it's
5
gotta be-
million?
I would think it'd be more because they've already seen what happened at the other one.
Also, you think people will learn
Well,
from, oh, okay. See, people actually pay attention.
if I owned that land, I would be asking more because I saw what happened down the street.
Oh, okay. So you would understand that clearly. Very good. Because it's common what? Yeah, common sense. How many people here own land over there?
I wish I did.
You wish you did. Okay. Someone else, how much right now, 1 acre commercial?
15.
15 million. 10 million. Guys, oh, 1.5 million.
Oh, that's
Cheap.
it took the words out of my mouth.
If you guys collectively in this room each put in about $100,000, created an LLC, bought an acre of land there, and waited 7 to 10 years, it'll probably outperform every other investment you guys have made. Even when you're spinning your wheels, buying properties, trying to flip them, doing this, doing that, all this work, tenants, toilets, headaches, for 10 years, where you just buy this, do nothing at all whatsoever, it'll overperform everything else you're doing. Do you guys understand that?
Yeah,
It's
you're on the right
it's already
problem.
jumping in that area.
What? It's jumping like crazy, right?
I've had so many requests, I'm actually a retired commercial banker.
Okay.
People don't, they know I'm well connected on the money side, but I've had so many loan requests for hotels, build hotels along Crenshaw and Prairie.
That's right.
And there's a lot of garbage properties.
All up and down,
That's right.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
So guys,
Yeah.
before we lose track of what we're doing here today,
Yeah, but you have to be able to finance that $1 million for.
why? Why can't everybody in the room put $50,000 in? Call your cousin, your uncle. Isn't this common sense?
Yeah, but you still need to pay back.
Well,
Pay
would
back
you-
what?
Are you saying to pay,
You borrow
buy
it
it for cash?
Yes,
But-
buy them for cash. Why not? This isn't expensive. This is cheap. How much does it cost you to buy one house? Oh, well, you're gonna have to.
Not that,
House now is like $800,000
if you buy it here.
if you buy it in LA. I mean, where are you trying to buy it? Out of state, you mean?
I do actually.
No, we don't want to do that. We want to be where all the money is getting spent because that's when we get all that beautiful valuation where we don't have to do anything, right? We don't want to go to Detroit or something like that where it's kind of like, ah.
There's a rainbow over that whole area.
It's a rainbow. That's right. That's right. It's a halo. It's like, ah. Okay, 17 years from now, what are the values going to be for 1 acre commercial land near this stadium?
40 million.
12 million, 40 million.
Probably like the other one.
Probably like the other one, 30 million.
32 million, yeah.
How much would you say, man?
32, that's like. the other one.
32. Anyone else?
50.
Sir, how much?
60 million.
60 million. Red blouse, red shirt.
45.
45 million. You guys are talking ridiculous numbers. To go to 1.5 million to 45 million, you guys talking about, oh, I can't afford that. You can't afford not to do this. You guys understand what we're talking about now? It's common sense. Guys, the answer to this question, what the land value is going to be in 17 years? I don't know. I don't know. However, we all can agree in this room that it's going to be so significant that the 1.5 million is insignificant. You guys all see that? Yes?
Yes.
Anyone in this room go, nah, it's only worth 2 million in 17 years. Guys, in 2022, we already have the Super Bowl here. This opens up in 2020. Super Bowl's coming in 2022. We have the Olympics in 2028. We have FIFA coming in 2024. Here.
College national.
You guys are thinking it's only going to be a couple $1 million? No, tens of millions. It's common sense. All right? One of the things that my business partner that later became my mentor, that taught me these things about land, that really honed it in for me, he told me back in the 60s, he was investing in a godforsaken place known as Orange County. You guys know why they call Orange County Orange County?
Why?
Trees.
Orange.
Trees.
Orange groves. What the heck is that? How many people here have seen orange groves in Orange County? Raise your hand. Thank you for raising your hand and saying that you saw it because I was not alive when there were orange groves there. Okay?
I was.
You were there.
As you can see.
As you can see, gray hair. Thank you, sir. I'm telling you, if you have gray hair in this room, you guys know more about this business than I do. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, okay? So, back in the 60s, he said that anyone crazy enough to invest in Orange County, especially if they were buying land, they were only going to invest in the coastal areas. Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa. You guys get that, right? That's it. He said, no, I don't want that. What he said was, they're building this behemoth called the 405 freeway. And the city's already zoning the land commercial at the exits. I don't buy that. So he bought inland from the ocean. He bought in a place that nobody would listen to him. Nobody wanted to buy. It's this godforsaken place known as Irvine. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
When I tell you he made a fortune, he made a fortune. And then he did it again. And then he did it again. You guys follow that?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do land values increase?
It's only so much.
Only so much. Supply and demand, right? There's three reasons. Unearned increment, which I'm going to define in just a second. Other developers' money. Hey, you buy a piece of land now, curbs, gutters, streets, lights, this, that, all this stuff comes in around you. Or arbitrage. We need your property to finish our development. We have 3.4 acres, we need exactly 5. We've got to buy your last 1 acre, point, whatever. And we'll name your price. You guys don't think this happens? Big time. Now, to define unearned increment, the Land Development Institute defines it this way. They say if you buy this purple Pentagon in a major development, let's say like a Walmart comes within 1 mile of your property's value is going to go up about 30% every year after that.
Do you mind if I take a picture?
I actually do. But,
Oh.
you know, this is kind of being recorded, so go ahead, take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
All right.
good spreadsheet. I
Major development comes in, the Land Development Institute, they do studies all over the country, all the metropolitan markets, and they found that no matter where you are in the country, if a massive development comes in, all the property values go up about 30% every single year within a mile. Within 2 miles of a major development comes in, like a Costco, 20%. Major development like a distribution within 3 miles, 10%. These numbers become cumulative. So if you have a development come in here, another one here, another one here, another one here, that's why properties start going up hundreds of percent in value. You guys understand that? Why is it called unearned increment? What did you do to increase the value of your property? Nothing. So you did not do anything to earn it. But yet it went up. You guys do understand that this exists, unearned increment? Yes? Okay. So I'm explaining to you what is common sense. Now, in 2009, this article comes out, January 2009. It says, not since the gold rush has there been such a stampede to stake out land in California. Guys, what year did the gold rush occur?
1850.
1850s. No human being living today witnessed the gold rush. That means every single one of you in this room, the largest California land grab of your lifetime just occurred. How many people knew that that even happened? Very few of you. Okay. If this article came out January 2009, when did the land grab occur? What year? Guys, when did this land grab occur if the article was in January 2009? Did it occur in the first 3 weeks of January?
No.
What year did it occur?
2008.
2008. What else happened in 2008?
Crash.
Crash. So while 401ks were becoming 201ks, people owning land in this area made a fortune. You guys understand that? Interesting, right? This is the mayor of Lancaster. He's signing agreements with Topco Chairman Energy to produce 400 kilowatt hours of energy every single year. The goal here is to make Lancaster the first net zero energy city in the world. A city that produces more energy than it consumes. When this happened, and this whole ceremony happened in 2011, big publications, LA Times and such, they said, oh, little town mayor has big town dreams, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was laughing. Not going to happen. But everybody was silenced 11 months later when 105 countries competed for the most prestigious award in the world for clean energy called the Energy Globe Award. The small city of Lancaster won it in the entire United States of America, making Lancaster the undisputed alternative energy capital of the entire world. Okay. Does this seem valuable to you guys?
Yes.
Okay, very valuable. How many people knew this? Not very many. And people wonder why there's still opportunities to buy land affordably. People don't understand, they don't get it, so it's too late. Okay? Why is Lancaster the alternative energy capital of the world? 3 chances to guess, guys. Why is it the alternative energy capital of the world? Go. Throw it out.
Land.
Land? Several places have land. Texas has more land than California. Next.
Weather.
Sun. Weather.
Yeah.
Okay, sun. They call Atlanta Hotlanta. What about Arizona? What about Nevada?
Desert. Texas.
Desert. Well, we got plenty of that throughout the United States. Guys, the unique latitude and longitude on planet Earth, where Lancaster is situated, gives you 335 days of sunshine. And here's a caveat, with limited cloud cover. Do you know I visit Vegas and there's monsoons? No, not here. Limited cloud cover. This was the best place to farm sunlight before farming sunlight was cool. All right. Let me tell you guys the importance of solar development ready land. How many people, you know what? What is oil? What? Say it again louder. Energy. What are we talking about here? Oil runs out. How many people own oil-rich land? That sound valuable?
Yes.
How many people own solar development ready land? Why not? What are you doing? Energy that never runs out? Money you can cash flow on for the rest of your life? You guys aren't buying it? Why? Okay, guys, common sense. Warren Buffett was also attracted into the area after they won the Energy Global Award. He builds the largest solar farm in the world. It cost him $2.5 billion. That's like building a stadium. Isn't it? How many people would like to invest near Warren Buffett? Okay.
Follow the
No hands are up. Okay. All right, good. This is going to generate more than $500 million in regional economic impact. Take a pebble, drop it in a pond, those ripples, $500 million in new street, curbs, gutters, and things to attract other developers to come in and develop solar farms. That's exactly what's happening. Several other billion-dollar companies came in all around his solar farm. You guys get this? Okay. This is completed, fully operational. Our governor in 2015 made a mandate that the state of California has to be 50% renewable by 2030. What is going to be the result of this new law? What's going to happen in the state of California?
More solar.
More solar. And look what the bright people at LA Times wrote. The state's new target for renewable energy is expected to stimulate the development of more solar and wind power. Duh. So wouldn't you want to buy land in the greatest place on earth to farm sunlight, especially since there's government regulations that sunlight needs to be farmed? And we have how much time? How many people think we should wait to buy in 2030? It's too late. These guys are guaranteeing for this area to get saturated with solar farms. Okay, let's move on. Solar is to become the cheapest power on earth. There's always a discussion. Should we do natural gas? Should we do coal? Should we do this? But solar, unlike any other method of energy production, is a technology. It becomes cheaper, faster, and more efficient. That's why the cost keeps dropping. And by 2027, 9 years from now, there will be no discussion on what we should build. It'll always be, we got to build a solar farm.